Whew. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Joe Boo's Sports Report and Joe Boo's Sweatshop. Bam. Look at this. That's my baby. Check it out. I survived Joe Boo's hot wings. Woo! Yeah, we getting ready for tailgating. Shout out to my beautiful bride. She is fantastic. And she's mad sexy too. Mad sexy. And I need to get out of the way because she's working. Good Friday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It is about 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. I'm going to start cooking my pulled pork tonight. It's about 49 degrees right now. It's a little bit windy. It's going to be chilly, but we're going to take care of business. We're going to get that pork shoulders for that barbecue subs ready for Sunday. Hopefully the weather forecast will be wrong and we won't get any rain, but we got canopies, we're going to have patio heaters, and we'll have plenty of propane to make sure we can take care of having a good time. Wind, rain, snow, whatever comes, we're going to have a good time. Shit is crazy. I'm sitting here thinking about how many times I get people telling me Dak sucks, Dak is a bum, get rid of Dak, Dak's not the answer, we need to get somebody else. And I'm just looking around the NFL landscape, okay? And just thinking about Zach Wilson, who has been so bad that they basically say, bro, take a year off. Go find yourself. Go on a sabbatical. Right? And this is after they had Sam Darnold. The last decent quarterback the Jets have had has been Mark Sanchez. Yeah. Mark Sanchez. That's how bad it's been for him. I think about New England since they got rid of Tom Brady and they went through Cam Newton, and then they got Mac Jones. Do you believe that Mac Jones is the answer? I think about the Commanders getting the redheaded stepchild and Carson Wentz. What did they give up? Like 4 draft picks for him and paid him $29 million? And all he proceeded to do was to come in and get him eliminated from the playoff picture? Think about Derek Carr, who got a bigger contract than Dak Prescott, who they told him, why don't you just go home and stay uninjured so we can try and trade you? You ain't the guy. I think about Kyler Murray, who got the $200+ million contract, couldn't stay healthy. Their team is ass, right? Terrible year. I think about Deshaun Watson. Now, granted, he's only played 5 games, but in that 5 games, he's got 5 TDs, 3 interceptions. That's it. And 832 yards. I think about all of these quarterback situations, where Jimmy Garoppolo, a guy who can't stay healthy, will be a hot commodity next year. Derek Carr, who the Raiders said probably New Orleans. Oh, let me put Mariota. Wasn't Mariota the number 1 pick in the draft? And then Jameis Winston was second. And so number 1 and number 2 in the draft, and neither of them are starter any longer. So my thing is, when I look at this landscape of quarterbacks, and people turn around and say, Dak sucks, we need another quarterback. We got, all of these crazy wackadoodle things, right? Here it is with the Dallas Cowboys. 5 games weren't played by Dak. The offense averaged 22.7 points a game for those 5 games, right? Do you realize that the Cowboys are only 0.3 of a point away from being the number 1 scoring offense back to back? And since 1970, when I was 5 years old, 53 years ago, 53 years, there's only been 6 teams that have actually done that. How can you have a quarterback? How can you have a quarterback that is just awful, as people will say, and somehow the offense possibly be the number 1 scoring offense 2 years in a row? And you can't look and say that the Cowboys had the same weapons because you got rid of Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson. Right now, I would say Cedric Wilson last year is better than this year's Michael Gallup. CD is better than he was last year, but you also had Amari Cooper in that mix. Dalton Schultz has not had the season that he had last year. Tony Pollard's had a better season. Zeke is about the same place he was last year. So how do you explain that the talent on the Cowboys went downhill, yet they're in a position to still be the number 1 scoring offense? And for those out there that say, replace Dak, what you going to replace Dak with? We've seen just drafting a guy. How many of the drafted quarterbacks have worked out in recent history? For every Pat Mahomes, there's 10 Paxton Lynches. We've seen Mac Jones. We've seen Justin Fields. We've seen the Zach Wilsons. The Jordan Loves. Actually, we haven't really seen Jordan Love. He must be asked because he can't get on the field. There's so many of these young quarterbacks that come combine time and pre-draft that, oh, this is going to be the next, great guy, like they did it with Josh Rosen. Oh, he's NFL ready, can't miss guy. Yeah, and they somehow miss. So at some point, we have to look at this and say, Dak's not perfect. Dak, like every quarterback out there, makes mistakes. But if we end up with the number 1 scoring offense 2 years in a row, the offense has done its job. The offense has done its job. All right, good people. I am headed back to the Ponderosa. My wife is making some incredible shirts for the tailgate. And I'm going to be smoking some meats. And I will see you guys tonight, live stream 9 o'clock. Peace.